I'm Todd Grisham, and there's nothing quite like the Empire Fight Camp, especially at night. Alongside, here comes Saul Canelo Alvarez. This bout, they'll be fighting on. The build-up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. There's a scoring blow. They exchange punches. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight.
Oh my God.
You're going to get knocked out. There's nothing quite like a fight night at night under the stars.
It's been a long, long day, Todd. They've been drinking, they've been out in the sun, they've been having a good time. This is what they've been waiting for. This crowd can be very unpredictable and kind of sensible. It's night time now. They're waiting for that big fight. There's a lot of pressure on these fighters' shoulders to get that job done and perform.
A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above him, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Oh, and Joe Calzaghe just took a heavy shot.
Go.
No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you.
Once.
And there's the bell for round two.
Once.
Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. That counter shot lands. Nice counter. That jab doesn't find a home. That counter punch caught him clean. He misses with that straight left. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punching. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
Oh, man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Catch and shoot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Nice counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Somebody don't get complacent. You think this is too easy.
Here's the bell for round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Joe Calzaghe just got rocked. And now they're right back into the fray.
Ring Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Those counter punches have to hurt. He threw a punch and just got countered. That jab doesn't score. They both want the knockout. Punch, counter punch.
It should be right click.
Counter shot. Perfect counter lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. When you're fighting a counter puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell sometimes...
There's the bell for round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot. Jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. There's a counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter shot. Can't find a home for that jab. How about that time counter shot? The jab not finding its target. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter shot. They are going to surrender. No mas. So they will throw in the towel. I'm Todd Grisham, and what a stunning venue. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
Making the walk. It's no... This bout. All the talking. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter punch. Tried to score with a jab. And he scores with the counter. Oh, and Joe Calzaghe just took a heavy shot. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A perfect counter shot. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And there's the bell to start round two. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
A shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your ball.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
He's up, but for how long? Look at him. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now is down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a counter shot. That counter shot lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is... Kovalev is dazed. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Talk about Calzaghe in that last. And there's the bell for round three. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'd be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
And the crusher goes down. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four. You are right.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Nice counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Beautiful counter shot. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Nice counter. Nice counter shot. They both want a highlight reel knockout. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Kovalev. There's the bell to start round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Uh-oh, the Crusher in trouble. Is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Punch, counter punch. At the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Jab misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They exchange punches. The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Kovalev that last round.
What are you doing?
And there's the bell for round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Punching. Good counter punch. A perfect counter lands. That jab doesn't score. Catch and shoot. Nice counter punch. be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Good defense blocking the right jab. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecard. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Kovalev. Let's start the 6th. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
A perfect counter shot. Didn't land that jab. And he fails to score with that left hook. Nice defense on that right hook. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
An uppercut does not score. That left uppercut doesn't score. That counter punch caught him clean. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Kovalev that lap. He's starting to make mistakes. There's the bell to start round 7. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
You'd like to see more jabs. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Catch and shoot. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Just missed with that jab. They need to be careful careful they don't punch themselves out here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Kovalev. And there's the bell for round 8. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you...
Wow, let's take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump...
Sergey Kovalev goes down. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Got to look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow, get to the end of the round.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. The 3 judges agree, and we've got a unanimous